Alright, bro, let's go ahead and get into it, dog. I'm pushed for time making this video, and this is the matchup we all been waiting for. No, we have not. We have not been waiting for this matchup, but we have been waiting for the Super Bowl, though, to be honest with you, because, folks got all these events planned and stuff like that. Folks waiting for Usher to perform, all of that stuff. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get into the matchup, the Chiefs versus the 49ers. So, I'm going to talk about, who they beat first. Then I'm going to talk about who I think is going to win this matchup. So the Chiefs, they ended up beating the Baltimore Ravens. And the Baltimore Ravens, I feel like because they already lost two important pieces to their defense. They lost their defensive coordinator, Mike McDonald, and they lost their DB's coach, who most likely was going to replace Mike McDonald, but he went to the Titans, and McDonald went to the Seahawks, I believe. So, yeah, that's very unfortunate for the Ravens. I don't know where they go from here, because you see what happens when you lose a defensive coordinator and just try, lollygag your way through it. Because the Eagles, they was in the Super Bowl last year. They was in the Super Bowl. Guess what? As soon as they lost their defensive coordinator, Richard Gannon, I believe. I would say Gannon, Coach Gannon. You saw how the defense looked, and the players wanted the defensive coordinator that's with the Titans now. I feel like his name Denard Wilson, I believe. I think that's his name, the DB coach. They decided to not promote him, so he went to the Ravens, and the guy job with the Titans the next year anyway. So you see what happens. If you don't transition and try to take this serious as possible, you will be in a worse spot. You'll be in a worse spot. But yeah, back to the Ravens as a whole, I feel like if they continue to improve on offense, I feel like they're going to be still a great team. You cannot count Lamar Jackson, because he got one of the highest win percentage in the league. His win percentage almost rival Patrick Mahomes stats, and we all know how he is. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the defense gonna look, because I know they're gonna have to go through a transition. But if they had lost both coordinators in this coaching cycle, they would be in a bad spot. And I don't know what the team would look like, but at least they kept the offensive coordinator to have some continuity within the offense. Defense still gonna have a lot of work to do. So the 49ers, I feel like they beat Detroit Lions. So Detroit, this was a great season for them. Great season. I was not expecting this. I thought they were gonna be at least a second round out. Thought wrong, because this team is explosive on offense, and guess what? They didn't even lose Ben Johnson to the coaching cycle, because allegedly his asking price was too high. So they. Okay, so I'm definitely pushing for time now, so I don't even have time to put this back up there. So yeah, like I said, they didn't lose Ben Johnson, so that's a good thing. And now the Lions, I believe they can still win their division once again, because we don't know what's gonna happen with Kirk Cousins. The Packers are still improving. I feel like they're going to give the Lions a run for their money to win their division. And, the Bears, they're going to have to be rebuilding with Caleb Williams, Drake May, or even Justin Fields again. But, yeah, let's talk about the two teams who I choose. So, between the two teams, their styles is completely different. And it's been changing over time. So with the Chiefs, they was a high octane offense, very explosive pass game. Now we see the evolution of them being more of a grounded team, like a running attack. They hit you in short areas. I saw a video a couple days ago, and it talked about how Mahomes is really turning his game into Tom Brady, because not only that he don't have any explosive threats, or I'm gonna say he don't have any explosive threats. Now they have to do a lot of checkdowns. They have to use Pacheco more in the run game, and now you see why they in the Super Bowl again, because the only defenses was ready to guard their receivers, because every game came into, they was at disadvantage. So yeah, then we go into the 49ers. You already know what they gonna do. Ground and pound, play action pass. But now this time, instead of Jimmy Garoppolo, right? They have Brock Purdy, who is much better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, despite what I say he's like a top 10 to 12 QB in the league. maybe maybe 12 to 15. But what you call it? That was way higher than what Jimmy G peaked at. Jimmy G, in my opinion, that offense really saved them. I'm talking about they really saved him. Brock Purdy, on the other hand, I say like helped him a lot, but I wouldn't say it saved him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's making throws Jimmy G wish he can make to this day. So, then, you know, they still got their threats outside. They got Debo Samuel. They got Brandon Ayuk, who's in a contract year. We don't know if he's going to come back. George Kittle. They got Trent Williams. They got Kyle Juszczyk, Christian McCaffrey. They on defense. They got Javon Hargrave. They got Chase Young. They got Randy Gregory. They got Nick Bosa. They got Fred Warner. They got Travarius Ward, who also made All-Pro team along with Fred Warner. I forgot they safety's name, but yeah, this team's like well rounded. You can really count this as a super team. Like every last one of these guys I probably named, they in like the mid to high 80s, or they definitely in the high 90s. That's how good they are at their positions. So, who I would choose to win this game, like Patrick Mahomes is really reaching this territory of a man you don't want to bet against. Like he's in the Tom Brady, LeBron, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. He's in that type of category that you don't want to bet against them. But this 49ers team is legit, and they definitely want their payback for a couple years ago. So, what I would say is it would really has to come down to the coaching advantage, and it depends on who's going to outcoach who. Because Andy Reid, he has the tendency to outcoach a lot of teams, even the 49ers back a couple years ago, because Kyle Shanahan randomly he did the same thing when he went to Atlanta. He tried to like air it out, didn't waste the clock, and they ended up losing that game, even though they was leading like most of that game, and they ended up letting the Chiefs come back in the fourth. Then you know the Eagles, they thought they was like gonna win the Super Bowl. Guess what? The Chiefs was in a position to take their lead in the fourth quarter, and the rest was history. So, yeah, who else picking this Super Bowl? I'll probably say the Chiefs. I could be wrong in this. Like, this is not a hard set opinion like my others previous, but yeah, I'll probably say the Chiefs in this matchup. Let me know if you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy Trail MO. Man, I'm really pushing for time on this.